Hello, and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. And welcome if you're new. And don't worry, you do not have to read all of that. I'm not going to read all of that. If you want to pause, you can. He was in a past dating nightmare episode, but with the series that I'm doing, I thought, you know what? His whatever he was writing is perfect. And I've read it. Oh, I wasted a lot of time reading that. But kind of reminds me of when that one athlete had the nerve to say that he was the prize, men are the prize, because he says men are the prize. And he says a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, it's like women weren't created if it wasn't for man, and the only reason we were created was so that we could keep life going. And I'm just like, oh, so if we're the reason why life can continue, aren't we a prize? But you know what, I think I think every human being is someone's prize at the same rate and everything. But I don't know, it's just with the ignorance he puts on it, it's yeah. I'll digress. But yeah, if you want to read what he says, and if you want to comment below about your opinion of what he says, if you agree, if you disagree, but as you can tell, I disagree. And he wrote this because my standards are on the dating app, and he does not like my standards. I'm guessing he doesn't either like the education one, and this is only a guess. This is only a guess. But he does not like my education standards, or that you can't have criminal history standards. Yeah, those are my, or adoption. Those are the three. Oh, well, I would say be able to have long conversations, and with he's able to have long conversations, but yes, like I would probably have a headache after it, so it wouldn't be meaningful. It would be torture. Yeah, for me, you might love it. It would be torture for me because, yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, let's just say whoever you're dating, I hope she's happy. I hope she's happy. So, okay. Well, other reasons why it is hard for me to date black men. I've already covered investing and education and reading and things like that. And I don't know if I really covered reading so much as my education, but sometimes when I'm on the dating apps and everything, some of the black men would ask, "Oh, so what are your interests? What are your hobbies?" And you already know that a lot of them didn't like my business like ideas and what I'm trying to pursue. But then sometimes, especially the period when I refuse to mention my education or my business goals, and so instead I would just say my other hobbies, normal hobbies, like reading, solving puzzles, or I really want to get into escape rooms. One goal of mine, especially once I can get all of my life as independent as possible, is to try to escape out of as many escape rooms as possible. And it's like I love cooking and things like that, but some of them, when I say cooking, oh, they just think wife material, submission, and things like that. And I'm just like, no, I just said cooking. It's like slow your no. It's like I didn't say to be your housewife. I didn't say so I can just cook for you and be the submissive, put my apron on, stay at home, watch your babies and stuff. No, but so that's why it's like I don't even say that anymore. because a lot of these men, that's what they think. Slow your roll. Even though it's like, if I do meet the right guy, I would love to. But that's only when I know he's the right guy and he knows that it's not my job to cook, but I enjoy cooking for him to put a smile on his face and, to give him nutrients and things like that for the day. That's why. Not because I'm obligated, not because that's a woman's job and woman's work. No, no. So, but when I would say reading, reading, what do you want to read? And so sometimes I would say some of the novels or the novel that I'm reading at the moment and things like that, or even some of the poetry and stuff. And it's like, that's nerd stuff. Oh, you actually want to do that? And it's just like, okay. So then it's like when I realize, okay, we're not a match. We're not a match. They always want to gaslight me or flip it on me and blame me because they're like, well, if you went to the club, if you would go to the club, or if you drink, because when I say I don't really drink, that's your problem. You don't drink. Once you start drinking, you're gonna have a good time. Yeah, just come over my house. It's like we'll have a drink and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't want to drink. Oh, you scared to drink? Oh, you little baby. Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't even know how to have a good time. Oh, you don't really know how to have fun. It's like, yeah, you don't want to drink. Oh, that's so stupid. How you like you're just a square. You're so. Oh my gosh! Like even back with going to grad school and investing, all I heard was I'm a square. Well, you know what? Yes. Okay, I am a square. I enjoy investing. I want to start a business and multi stream business. I have my education. No one can take that away from me. I enjoy reading. I love finding personifications are some are my favorites, but similes, metaphors, and like idioms and everything like that. But do you know how many guys would lose their interest just because I have an Android phone? Or they would like, because even when I taught K through 8, they would whisper that I must be broke or homeless or something because I have an Android phone. And I'm just like, what? And it's like, I choose Android. I like Android. It's like, I mean, iPhones are okay, I guess, but it's like I grew up with them and I like them better than yeah. It's like I don't know. It's crazy how many people like how they look down if you don't have an iPhone. And I think that's another reason why I refuse to get iPhone because yeah, you can get another case, you can try to be as individual as you can, but then you're still like almost everyone else when it comes to phone. It's like I don't like having the same thing as everyone else. And even like when that comes to anime, I like finding animes that not many people know about and finding books that isn't all that popular. I I like finding diamonds in the roughs or things where I like it because I like it, not because it's trending, not because it's popular, not because everyone else has one, not because if I have this that means I'm cool. I don't care. I was never cool and I'm never gonna be cool. I don't care. Like I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I wasn't cool, I'm not cool, and I'm okay with that. So I like my Android phone. And I like all the things I can do with it. I mean, I don't know. But it's just I remember there was one guy where we got to the point where we were because this is during COVID, a black guy is like we were going to go on do an online date and talk and chat. And when I was going to show, or I was gonna send something to his phone, so I grabbed my phone, and his face changed. Why are you holding that? Holding what? What's that in your hand? My phone? That's yours? Yes. Yes, it's mine. That's not an iPhone. Okay, so I'm not following the crowd. Okay. And it's like, I mean, he had such attitude. He's like, I don't, and that's just another thing. It's just like, why do I have to follow everybody else? And why does me having an iPhone or Android going to say what kind of person I am? It's like the type of phone doesn't say who you are. I know a lot of people who don't have that much who have iPhones, and I know some people who have a good amount of money and they have Android. So the type of phone doesn't say who you are. So I don't, to me, it's just kind of amusing, but I won't stay on that for too long. I just know during COVID, there were two or three guys who they want, like, one of them got a text from me, and I guess when they saw it was green, oh, they had attitude, and I forgot. I know I blocked them on one thing, they blocked me on another. And they didn't realize that I was okay with them blocking me. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot about that one. Yep, block me. I'm fine. I'm good. Because I wonder if I still have those messages. Because, yeah, once they saw that my messages were green, all I got was attitude. Or, when do you get your next phone? You're going to get an iPhone, right? You need to get an iPhone. It's like an iPhone's better. An iPhone gives you blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, well, this phone gives me this, this, and this. And he was like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. You just like, iPhone's better. It's like, you better get an iPhone. I better. You know what I'm talking about. Just get like, no, you said I better. I better or what? It's like, what is the big deal on having an Android? Why does that make me who I am? Like, you're acting like the phone makes you. And he was just giving me more and more and more attitude. So, yeah, I remember at the end of the night, I was just like, yeah, block. Oh, yeah, I think I blocked the phone. Because I remember I was in bed. It's like, because I remember I went lay down, I was watching some Disney. And next thing I know, I'm just like, I know I'm never going to enjoy a full conversation with this man. I'm not. So why torture myself? But then I didn't block on the dating app. And so, yeah, I think he did the dating app and I did the phone. So, yeah, and I know that because he wrote me. He wrote me before he blocked me because he was just like, how are you going to block me when I'm just trying to make your life better and you don't realize people are going to look down on you? It's like, because you have an Android, no one's going to think you're anything because you have an Android. People are going to think I'm nothing just because of the type of phone I have. How shallow, like, why would I want to be around shallow people like that? Why would I want to be around people like that? Just because of the type of phone I have? Okay. Then I'm glad I have an Android phone because now this is going to make sure I'm around the people that I want and need to be around. This is going to make sure I'm around friends who are genuine and not just around me because I have the same type of phone or the correct type of phone as them. So, But also musicals and museums. And yes, Mr. No Heart. Yeah, I had issues with him too. So it's not just a black thing, but I keep hearing that it's for either white people, gay people, or like women or whatever. Those are the three. I'm a woman. I'm not a black woman. So, but I'm a woman. Yeah, because I remember I don't think my ex was brave enough to put white in it. But yeah, my ex said it was for musicals and plays are for gay men and women. Because I think he might have been too scared to say the white part. But then black men say, or black men have told me, that musicals and plays are for like gay men, white and white people basically. So that gets really annoying because same things with museums, musicals and museums, or art exhibits and stuff like that. Why can't I enjoy the arts? Or why, like when I say I listen to music, why can't it be more than just certain genres? Because I listen to all types. Even like, oh, there's a Japanese band called Baby Metal that I love. They're, oh my gosh, they're they're like my perfect type of metal because they're metal but they're adorable at the same time. So, but yeah, I guess since I like unstereotypical types of stuff, I'm not black. But I'm black when the police pull me over, which I've already talked about a couple episodes ago. But yeah, it's not fair and it's not right because I keep getting limited, so I can't invest. I can't start a business. I shouldn't, it's a waste of time for me to get my education. I shouldn't be reading. I shouldn't have an Android phone. I shouldn't be going to musicals or museums. Wow. Because even gardening, I remember I was talking to one guy. Again, this is after Mr. No Heart. So this is during COVID. And I mentioned that I was sprouting lemon seeds because I wanted to grow, like, my goal this summer is to grow strawberries and lemon trees. And I sprouted the seeds. They sprouted beautifully, but I don't know if it was the soil or me needing to get fertilizer. So it's like, yeah, this summer, it's like I'm going to try to let you guys join me with my research, and if I can find some gardening YouTubers, it's like in my area, it's like maybe they can come and help me to make sure I succeed with my goal and venture and everything like that. But anyway, I guess gardening isn't for black women either, unless I'm cooking for them. Because this guy was just like, oh, so what are you gonna make for me with what you're growing? And I was just like, oh, well, it takes a few years before the lemon trees produce lemons. And I was like, next summer, it's like, or in a couple summers, I should start having the strawberries like the same season, I think. So, and he was like, oh, so you're going to make something with it, right? We'll see. I don't, excuse me. It's like, I don't know. It's like maybe some strawberry jam or something. And he was like, that's it. It's like, what else? It's like, you're going to grow something so you can cook for me, right? Mm, I I like to cook, but I just like planting. I like nature. I like gardening. It's not just so I can cook a meal for a man with it. Well, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That is supposed to be your goal. It's like you're supposed to make sure you provide the right substance for the man. So it's like that's why you should be wanting to grow. That's why you should be wanting to plant things so that you can provide for us. I don't remember that in any textbook, but it's like, so yeah, let's just say that started an interesting conversation as well, because now you're telling me why I am supposed to be gardening for men. It's like I'm interested in gardening as a hobby, as something I'm interested in, but now you're telling me why I am supposed to enjoy gardening for men so that I can cook for them with what I'm gardening. And it's like, what about if I'm growing flowers? Because I wanted to grow flowers and plants too. So am I only supposed to grow edible flowers? It's like, is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. It's like, oh, it just gets annoying sometimes. Or one guy was like, oh, so you know how to garden? Okay, so that means you can plant my 420 for me. It's like, yeah, it's like you could be a good girl. It's like you can plant that for me and get that going and everything while I'm at work. You can, and I was just like, it's getting. Mm-mm. So now you're trying to turn my interest into just being all about you. With him not knowing, it's like once I'm able to get all of my equipment together, it's like, well, y'all talk about a different day. That story about Mr. No Heart and everything, but yeah, men keep thinking that everything I'm doing is for them exclusively, and but then they have nothing in return. And they think it's okay that they have nothing to provide for the woman, but the woman is always supposed to have everything, and everything that she has is supposed to be for the man. And the woman is supposed to make sure the man is happy and that he has everything that he needs and that he is able to come home and she's going to make him happy and nurture him and like give him substance and everything. But in return, she gets nothing. It's like she is just supposed to be happy that she made her man happy. That is the cycle. No, not with me. That's why adoption and the male specimen unit, thank you God. I'm glad. It's like I'm glad that those creations have been. So, yeah. And, well, politics. Oh, politics. And, well, no, you know what? I'll leave that for a different episode. Anime. It's like usually when I talk about anime, some guys think it's okay. But as long as it's only about certain anime, and usually it's just the most popular ones that majority of people know about, and I'm gonna talk about them once I'm able to get the handicapable black nerd going on a regular basis. But Dragon Ball Z and One Punch Man and the the Seven Deadly Sins, and yeah, those are cool and everything. But yeah, I like ones like Fairy Tale, Close Case. It's like The Ranking of Kings. Um, well, Death Note is another, but yeah, that's another one they already know about. So, and then Sailor Moon, of course. But huh. It's like, oh, a lie in April, or a lie in May. I haven't watched that one in years, but that one's amazing. And then, oh, I'm in love with the protagonist. That one's a really good one. I watched that one a few weeks ago. And the snowman and the nice office lady, something like that. But yeah, I'll talk about all of these on the Handicapable Nerd one. But oh, and spy families, of course, and etc. etc. There's so many more. But sometimes when I talk about these, or even with Disney, it's like, oh, you still watch Disney? Oh, you're a kid? You don't have kids? I don't have to have kids. I can watch whatever I want. It's like, well, you don't like horror? No, I don't like horror. I don't want to pay to scream. Oh, you're a baby then. You're a kid then. You're not, no wonder you like Disney. You're nothing but a kid. Oh, you're probably a crybaby. Okay, call me whatever you want. I don't care. And I don't know. It's just they want to choose what type of shows I watch. When I choose why I garden, and it has to be for them. With my education, now that I have the amount that I have, it's so dumb. And just, oh, yeah, there's so much on that. But then when it comes to my business, I'm gonna fail because I'm nothing but a woman. I'm a black woman, so no one's gonna listen to me or no one cares. Or since I have a disability, I'm not gonna make it because no one wants to listen to, well, one guy's told me, no one wants to listen to a cripple anyways, so you might as well just look for a 9 to 5 and shut up. Yeah, that was over the phone, so I won't have a screenshot of that one. So, but yeah, living the life of the handicapable black woman. So people it's like, yeah, I already deal with enough as being a woman. I deal with enough as being a person of color. And then I deal with enough with having a disability. But then when you tie all of them together, the combination grows and increases into just a gigantic ball of what in the world of ignorance, disgust, and just oh, I, it's disgusting. So, but anyway, just know I am the handicapable black woman. I am a woman. I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too. And if you like whatever hobbies you like, enjoy those hobbies. If the guy or the woman you're dating tells you you're not supposed to, run. Don't they? No. It's like some people act like if you have to have the same interests and the same hobbies. Maybe you can have one or two of the same hobbies and you can do those two together. But what's wrong with having different hobbies and then having your own friends where you go and do that with? Because you don't want to be with that person all the time. And with Mr. No Heart and Mr. Lock and Key, both of them were trying to just keep me with them all of the time. I learned that, especially with Mr. No Heart. I always had to go and see his family. Always going to see either like didn't happen too often, but his friends coming to the house, or just everything was with his. Never mind his. And I realized at one point that he was probably doing it on, well, he was doing it on purpose. He was trying to make sure that I had nothing of my own, no friends or anyone but him. And with my goals, he just tried to diminish them as much as humanly possible. And just why? It's like I'm starting to think it was jealousy, but that's kind of sad because when it when it comes to the 420 thing, I was helping him make his dreams come true. But I'll talk about that in another episode. Yeah, I tried to help him. I tried to help him with his dream. And he gave up. He was the reason he failed at his own dream. He gave up on himself. So, yeah, another day.